With its spectacular architecture, unique Catalan culture, and inescapably authentic vibes, Barcelona is one of the prettiest and most remarkable cities to visit in Europe. The more time you spend in Barcelona, the deeper your love for this gorgeous city becomes. If your vacation time is limited though, here's what to do in Barcelona in 4 days for a trip to remember. The capital of the autonomous region of Catalonia, Barcelona is a city built along the coast of northeastern Spain. Famous for the architectural wonders of Antoni Gaudí and other Catalan modernists that adorn its streets, Barcelona is a city of rich cultural heritage, a destination you should visit at least once in your life. Walking is the best way to explore Barcelona, yet the city's public transport is also very efficient and easy to use. When in Barcelona, don't miss the chance to mingle with locals in no-frills restaurants and bars. That's where the city's real soul resides. But let's go into more detail about what to do in Barcelona in 4 days. Your first of 4 days in Barcelona should be dedicated to the better part of the Old Town. Barcelona's Ciutat Vella reflects the melting pot of people and cultures that the city has been throughout the centuries. Start your walk at the Basilica de Santa Maria del Mar, a fine example of Catalan Gothic architecture. Right next to the church, you can also see the memorial built in honor of the Catalans who died in the War of the Spanish Succession. Your next stop is the city's Picasso Museum, one of the best places to visit in Barcelona. Housed in a complex of medieval palaces, the museum features a collection of Pablo Picasso's early works. From there, take a stroll around the Old Town until you reach Barcelona's very own Arc de Triomphe and the nearby Parc de la Ciutat Vella, probably the most popular park in Barcelona. The best place to end your first of 4 days in Barcelona is La Barceloneta. This seaside neighborhood was built in the 18th century and it's famous for its urban sandy beach. One of our favorite parts of Barcelona, La Barceloneta is the ideal place to relax, unwind, and enjoy epic city views any time of the day. Before you head back to your hotel, drop by Can Paisano for a glass or bottle of cava, Spain's signature sparkling wine. Your second day on this 4-day Barcelona itinerary is also dedicated to the Old Town. However, this time you'll be focusing on 2 specific neighborhoods, the Gothic Quarter and El Raval. The World Begins with Every Kiss is a mural created in 2014 to commemorate Catalonia Day. The mural is in essence a mosaic of 4,000 tiny photos that locals sent to El Periódico newspaper. A stone's throw from the Kiss mural, several Barcelona attractions await, such as the city's cathedral, the remains of the Roman Temple of Augustus and the San Felipe Neri Square. The latter is known for Franco's bombings in 1938 that killed several innocent people, most of whom were children. Continue your walk until your feet bring you close to the sea. This time, there's no beach to dip your toes in the sand, but a beautiful seaside square and promenade. Stroll along the Rambla del Mar, one of Barcelona's wide boulevards, known as Ramblas, until you reach the Columbus Monument. From there, continue on La Rambla, probably the most famous street in Barcelona. A tiny detour will bring you to Real Square, one of the city's best nightlife hubs. The square's lampposts were designed by Antoni Gaudí. Back on La Rambla, right before you reach your next stop, which is the Boqueria Market, look down. An impressive mosaic by Miró awaits. The most famous market in Barcelona, La Boqueria is the best place to grab something to eat, in the company of locals and visitors alike. Resume your walk, this time along the Rambla del Raval, and don't forget to take a selfie with the street's most popular resident. No trip to Barcelona is complete without a visit to the city's oldest bar. The likes of Picasso and Hemingway used to frequent Bar Marsella, drinking absinthe to their heart's content. Not much has changed since then. The walls and ceilings of this establishment can attest to that. Even if you're not an avid architecture lover, Barcelona will amaze you. The city is a study in Catalan modernism, an architectural trend that emerged at the end of the 19th century. If you're planning to see Barcelona in 4 days, it's worth spending a day admiring the city's several architectural masterpieces. Most of them are in l'Eixample, Barcelona's iconic grid-like neighborhood, constructed at the turn of the 20th century as an expansion of the existing city. The majority of Barcelona's emblematic modernist buildings were created by Antoni Gaudí, the most famous representative of Catalan modernist architecture. That said, your first stop for today isn't one of Gaudí's buildings, but the jaw-dropping Hospital de Sant Pau, one of the finest works of another Catalan modernist architect, Lluís Domènech i Montaner. Constructed between 1901 and 1930, this architectural wonder was a fully functioning hospital until June 2009. Hospital de Sant Pau is a complex of pavilions surrounded by lovely gardens. Those pavilions are connected by underground tunnels. Stepping inside Hospital de Sant Pau is one of the best things to do in Barcelona for the monument's historic value and architectural splendor. Next up is the ultimate symbol of Barcelona. La Sagrada Familia is Gaudí's swan song, a project he had been working on from 1883 until his death in 1926. When Gaudí died, it was estimated that less than 25% of the church was finished. According to Wikipedia, La Sagrada Familia remains the largest unfinished Catholic church in the world, expected to be completed in 2026. However, this only adds to the monument's legendary quality. La Sagrada Familia is utterly impressive when looking at it from the outside, yet it's the church's interior that's utterly mind-blowing. La Sagrada Familia is unlike any other church you may have seen, a unique masterpiece of architecture that inspires nothing but awe. Passeig de Gràcia is one of Barcelona's most elegant shopping avenues. It is adorned by two of Gaudí's most famous works, both of which were built as private residences, Casa Milà and Casa Batlló. Casa Batlló is one of Gaudí's most recognizable masterpieces. The building's facade, inspired by the legend of St. George, feels like a wild dream coming to life. The building's interior is equally impressive. As you walk past corridors, windows and doors that seem to have a life of their own, the genius of Gaudí is revealed in the way he tackled mundane aspects, like ventilation or heating. During your visit, you can also enjoy the view from Casa Batlló's terrace. Right next to Casa Batlló, you can have a look at the beautiful facade of Casa Amaier, another modernist building designed by architect Josep Puig i Cantafall. Probably the most striking expression of Gaudí's brilliance is Parc Güell, your next stop. Eusebi Güell, a Catalan entrepreneur, envisioned building a community of luxury residences at the top of Carmel Hill. He assigned the project to no other than the master himself, Antoni Gaudí. However, the housing project never came through, but Barcelona is graced with one of the most fascinating parks in the world. The best way to delve into the enchanting world of Gaudí is to join a tour that visits most of his masterpieces while exploring the artist's genius through fun facts and anecdotes. During our most recent trip to the city, we joined one of the best Gaudí tours in Barcelona. You can find the link to this specific tour in the description below. A short taxi ride from Parc Güell, one of the best viewpoints in Barcelona, awaits, the perfect place to wrap up your third of 4 days in Barcelona. Turó de la Rovira is a hill overlooking Barcelona, dotted with the remains of anti-aircraft batteries that date back to the Spanish Civil War. This spot is particularly popular with locals, who climb the hill to take in the view of their beloved city. By the time your last of 4 days in Barcelona comes, you will have already fallen desperately in love with the Catalan capital. That's why your last day in Barcelona should be absolutely amazing. We recommend starting with a visit to yet another of Gaudí's works, the magnificent Casa Vicens in the neighborhood of Gracia. Gaudí's first major project, Casa Vicens stands out for its oriental elements, vivid colors, and warm interiors. Commissioned by Manuel Vicens y Montaner as a summer residence, Casa Vicens is also home to a quaint garden and a lovely terrace. Gracia is one of the prettiest neighborhoods in Barcelona. This is why you should allow time for a quick stroll before or after visiting Casa Vicens. An artistic hub and shopping district alike, Gracia is the ideal place to mingle with locals and watch life go by over a cup of coffee or a glass of vermouth. The neighborhood's two main squares, Plaza del Sol and Plaza de la Villa de Gracia, were made for people watching and sweet, slow-paced moments. Yet, don't get too carried away. The treasures of Montjuïc await, and you'll need as much time as possible to make the most of your visit to Barcelona's Hill of Wonders. On or around Montjuïc Hill, there are several fantastic things to see and do. What you decide to add to your itinerary is entirely up to you and the time you have to spare. At the foot of Montjuïc Hill, it's worth visiting Shelter 307, one of over 1,000 bomb shelters that were built in Barcelona during the Spanish Civil War. A visit to Shelter 307 offers a glimpse into the lives of the locals during the Spanish Civil War. You can visit Shelter 307 on a guided tour only, so don't forget to make a reservation in advance. The easiest way to get to the top of Montjuïc Hill is a combination of the Montjuïc funicular and the Montjuïc cable car. Once there, don't miss the chance to learn everything about the Barcelona-born surrealist artist Joan Miró and admire several of his works at the Joan Miró Foundation. You can then take a relaxing stroll around the Teatre Grec or have a cup of coffee with a view at Salts Montjuïc. Montjuïc Hill is home to several remnants of the 1929 Barcelona International Exposition and the 1992 Olympic Games that were held in the city. The Olympic Stadium, the Palau Nacional that now houses the National Art Museum of Catalonia, and the Magic Fountain date back to 1929. The impressive telecommunications tower, designed by the famous architect Santiago Calatrava, was erected for the 1992 Summer Olympics. Probably the most incredible thing to see on the hill is Montjuïc Castle, an old military fortress that dates back to 1640. To enter the castle, you have to cross an imposing bridge built over a moat. However, our favorite part of Montjuïc Castle is its terrace. From there, you can enjoy breathtaking views of Barcelona, especially at sunset. It's this view of Barcelona, dyed in the warm colors of the golden hour, that will make you keep going back to a mesmerizing city, whose charms are even more intoxicating than the cheap absinthe that inspired so many artists to create some of the most celebrated masterpieces in the city they held close to their hearts, Barcelona. If you enjoyed our video about what to do in Barcelona in 4 days, please like, comment and share it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.